what we do at the start of the sessions is we will just set up some arrival activities really. We use small-sided games. We're working on playing through midfield at this moment in time, this particular week or this particular 2 weeks. Both games are 4v4, kind of replicates a bit of a midfield area really. One game is where they have to switch it across from side to side and they can score in 2 goals. The other one is just a 1 goal. At the start of the season, the boys will all have individual learning plans. So they have something that they're really good at, we call it a super strength, and something that they want to practice and get better at. So these are the opportunities in our sessions where the boys can really go and show us what they can do really. Our coaches kind of know what the boys' super strengths are and what their development areas are, so they might go around and just do a little bit of drive-by coaching and give them little tips here and there. We want our youngest players to come in and absolutely love training. We want them to run through the door desperate to get out on the pitch, and we want them to, at the end of the sessions, we want them to be absolutely gutted that the sessions ended really. So we think that this is the best way to really set the tone, get them playing the way that we like to play. As a football club, we want to play high energy football. We want to close people down, we want to press, we want to win the ball high up the pitch. The boys know the way that we want to play. The coaches will maybe think about the topic that particular week, or they might think about a certain player's individual learning target, or a small group of players' individual learning plans. They might plan the games around that, so we have lots and lots of different small-sided games. Yeah. We just want to go out and love playing and getting the ball moving and scoring some goals, doing some defending. Because it's only 4v4, there's loads of touches on the ball, there's loads of 1v1s, there's loads of little 2v1s, 2v2s. It replicates the game, so yeah, that's really what we're looking to do. Yeah, so obviously we've got the different size footballs that the boys are playing with. So on a regular training session, we'll have the size 1 footballs, we'll have some size 3 footballs, some size 4 footballs. We also have the size 5 light footballs, so the full size but they're a reduced weight. And we also use futsal balls, so we have some size 3 futsal balls and some size 4 futsal balls. That came about really. I went on a study visit to AZ Alkmaar over in Holland, and they'd do something similar. They had lots of different sizes and weights of football, and really they were just doing it from a technical development point of view, and also from a psychological point of view really, because what they said was sometimes they would go and play in tournaments in a different part of the world, or they would go to different clubs who would use a different size ball, or they would use a different weight of ball, and the boys were like, oh, what's this? We can't play with this ball, we can't do this. So I think it's worked really well for us so far. It's the first season that we've done it, but the boys have just got on with it really, and they've got to really start to master the ball. So yeah, it's the first season we've done it, but so far, a couple of months in, it's been really good for us. Is that pitch bigger than that pitch? Which is the biggest pitch?
This pitch.
They're exactly the same size.
Yeah,
right? They're exactly the same size. That one might feel tighter because the defenders are all grouping together to block the goals. And so this one, does it feel a lot bigger when you're playing on it?
You have to spread out.
All right. So what might that tell you when you're on that pitch?
Spread out.
So the principles are still the same. The attacking principles are still the same. We still need to get wide. We still need to get high up the pitch. We still need to have some depth. All right. But they're exactly the same size, the 2 pitches. All right. So if you can't go through, you might have to try and go around on that pitch. It's still the same amount of room. Go on then. Let's play. These small-sided games, you know, once we've had a couple of games, we might get them back in and just give them a few little pointers that we've noticed in the games. It's just a case of getting them switched on to what we're doing in the session today, and then obviously getting them back out and giving them the opportunity to go and practice what we've talked about. One or two little cleverly worded questions or leading questions, just to get them to come up with the solution really.